Good morning all, welcome to the sleepy and happy village of Whalley in Lancashire. Now it's not every day that they shut down the main thoroughfare here. Whalley, we have a PCSO, I think she's a civilian like me. What's Flat Cat Man saying? Let's see, let's ask. Hi, sorry, what's the purpose of the road closure?
There's been a collision at the roundabout.
Oh, nothing too exciting then. All right, fair enough. Well, you heard it here first. Small traffic collision at the roundabout, and yeah, the roundabout's very important. So anyway, I'm going to take Laura to the town where I accidentally doxed her last year. We're going to Halifax. Welcome to sunny Halifax, people. 15 degrees Celsius, but very windy and therefore cold. So far, it's a mix of overhead bridges and Soviet-style apartment blocks in the background, but I'm sure there's more. I'm really sure there's more because I've been here before. Dean, Clough, there's something there. And the Victorians were like, no, we don't want the river going that way, we're going to send the river this way, artificially. Evidence of a Victorian heyday. But you know what the day did? The day said, hey, and it left. Now it's just day. Now, even though this Halifax here, Halifax in Yorkshire, is the original Halifax, you try and find out anything about it, and the internet it's like, oh, you meant Halifax, Nova Scotia in Canada. I was like, no. And it's like, oh, you meant Halifax Bank, as in the former building society. Like, no. And so I was with Laura, we're like, right, let's find some juicy facts about Halifax. And it's like, oh, the great Halifax explosion of 1917. And you look it up and it's Canada. It's not Englandia. When you've named your son Ralph and it's in tribute to the memory of Ralph Fox, writer, friend of the people, soldier for liberty.
Oh, Ralph smiled.
And it says here, it is sad for a man to die when he is so loved by the people. And we're here at the town hall. And you're like, who are we talking about? Talking about Ralph, not Ralph Fox, Ralph Veitch. I think it's going to dong twice, because it is... No, it's not going to dong at all, because it's 1:30. And,
His head's on the building, that's quite cool.
Oh yeah, there's a lovely head. And in case you're wondering, because I know you are, viewers love context. What's the council here, Charlie? It's Calderdale. It was in this exact spot a year ago where I doxed Laura. In fact, we met in Old Cock Yard. That's where she found me. Laura's taking me into Halifax Borough Market, not just any market, the Borough Market. And it's... I can see some vapes. I can see some cheap plastic goods. I can see some ladies' makeup. It's exactly like any other market in the UK. That's this sort of indoor Victorian thing. Papa don't preach on the radio. And look at this. This is for the international guys. Look at old Victorian England. And check out how liminal the quality tea and coffee place is. You like teal? Anyone? Teal? But wait, viewer, that's not all. There's literally a little gas-powered heater right here. Look at the old pipes coming off it as well. Look at that. I gotta keep talking to stop Madonna demonetizing my video through copyrighted music. And I said, wait, Laura, no, there's more. There's more to Halifax. It's not just one slightly run-down high street and slightly comic Victorian market, of which we're looking at the rear end now. There's more. The lovely Calderdale Council building here. And they call it customer first because you are a customer. If you don't pay your council tax, they'll eventually throw you in jail for 3 weeks. Hence, you're a customer. Okay, all. Welcome to the Peace Hall. Not peace as in world peace, as in war and peace. Peace as in cut my life into Peace Hall. And there's the Square Chapel Art Centre, and guess what shape it is? It's a square, as you'd expect. But anyway, take a deep breath, everyone. Just clench your anus, take a deep breath, blink repeatedly so you can look without blinking for a few moments. Have a look at Jesus with a sheep on his head, and then welcome. Fellow travelers, welcome viewers. to the almost Florentian, the almost Italian courtyard here. That is Peace Hall. The uniformity of it is making my autism twitch.
Zoom in, it feels like a really bougie motel.
A motel?
I feel like the ones you see in movies.
Like a drive up,
Well,
kind of
it's
like,
gonna be like a fat man stood there smoking.
or like a Los Angeles bedsit.
Yeah.
So the policeman, Martin, 40 years old, was found not guilty of the murder of Chris Kaba. A couple of years ago, there was a very dramatic and very controversial police shooting of a 24-year-old young black man here in England. And the Kaba family got all fired up with Black Lives Matter and all sorts. So then the police, the Metropolitan Police, which is the police service that does London, invited them to review the body cam footage of the last moments of Chris Kaba's life. We found out 2 years ago the Kaba family took a step back from their activism after seeing the actual footage of why their son and their family member is deceased. For some reason, for political reasons, for woke, nasty, far left, communist reasons, the establishment threw the policeman under the bus for shooting. And it's turned out to be a legal kill, a good kill, as they say, not a murder. He's been acquitted. The establishment threw this guy under the bus because we had a 38-year-old white British policeman shooting an unarmed young black man. Turns out he wasn't unarmed. He was armed with an Audi Q8 large SUV, which has a very powerful engine. And now that the trial is over, he's been found not guilty. We've all seen the footage. And I second what many people are saying, is that that policeman is a hero. He saved lives that day. And the Kaba family are calling this a gross injustice. They wanted blood. They wanted the policeman to have his life ruined, to rot away in jail for the rest of his life for defending his colleagues and defending the people of London. From now that it's all come out, now that the trial's over, we're allowed to say, he was a convicted gunman. He was a very dangerous gangster. And though he was unarmed with a gun, the vehicle he was in was about to, in my opinion, and many armed officers have watched this as well, and in the jury's opinion, he was about to kill some Metropolitan Police officers with his car. The policeman said, no, my job is to protect lives. You are about to take lives. And so he fired in self-defense. And how this ever got to a murder trial, we almost, in this country, lost the armed police service. They almost all put their guns down. You cannot force a policeman to pick up a gun if he's got that thought in the back of his head, I'll save lives and my life will be over. I'll be up for murder. And the policeman, I forget his surname, Martin, 40 years old. It's revealed yesterday he is now living in hiding with his family. Hiding. Because Black Lives Matter and other people who are trying to race bait you cannot see the abstract details of what happened. They keep repeating the kind of diseased mantra. White man shoots an unarmed black man. White man shoots an unarmed black man. White man... And don't fall for the race baiting, my black viewers, my black friends, my black cousins. Doesn't matter what color you are. If you get caught being a gun-running criminal, a convicted gun-running criminal, if armed police point a gun at you and tell you to stop driving, to put your hands up, the Charlie Veach view, this is the opinion of this channel, is comply, don't get into criminality, don't become a gangster, and when it's all over, as in when you've been caught, don't try and run over the police that are there to arrest you. That's all I've got to say on this. Let's enjoy the rest of Halifax. So walked around here, had a look at all the little artisan shops. They have a Harry Potter shop here, and I went in there, started chatting to the owner about how I used to drink coffee in the Elephant Cafe in Edinburgh around the same time. I was a student there, around the same time JK was writing her books. And the guy enjoyed that story, and then for some reason I threw a social hand grenade into the situation, and I said, oh, nowadays J.K. Rowling and I, we hunt for beep online. And it went down like a lead balloon. I think I awakened the woke within the guy. Oh, England, how I love thee. We leave Peace Hall, back in central Halifax, and it's quite an ornate statue, bronze statue to the Duke of Wellington's regiment, West Riding, between the years 1702 and 2006. And this memorial commemorates 304 years of service to the nation by the Duke of Wellington Regiment. Let's have a close look. I'm sure I've seen this rugby player somewhere else. He's popular around here. Look how the McDonald's logo improves the aesthetics of the Victorian town of Halifax as we walk back towards the town hall. Well, we leave, what's it called, Halifax. We get through this temporary light. This is the kind of valley road to Hebden Bridge, through that sort of thing, through Burnley, Padiham, and then we're back in the Ribble Valley. Now, as you saw, there's a lot to see in Halifax, but we only had 2.5 hours free, and so we got you the kind of snapshot. And we loved the town. Laura loved it, but you know, like everywhere, it has its problems and its problem people.